Okay, d4, knight f3, presumably c4, get the fianchetto. We could play a Grunfeld, but I'll just play this. Okay. Castles or knight d7, why does the order matter? I mean, this prepares e4 faster. I don't know. I don't really know what the difference is. That's odd. Right? Maybe that's a move. I don't know. I feel like this is more common. This, 4 pawns. Seems like they don't really know what they're doing. They're just developing pieces in a way in which they find logical, which, fair enough, I guess. I just found that really confusing, though. I'm very happy to see that. They can still castle queenside. This might be a move. I think I'm gonna just start with a4. A4 does stop this. How am I gonna play in the center here? We have ideas like this, this, this. If I play this, I mean, I don't want b4 to just come. I don't really see a reason to play that though if I'm planning to play this. They want to trade off the dark squared bishops. I think so be it. And we'll get the position like this. How I'm going to deal with this pawn. I don't know. It's interesting. This should be fine though. Not that I fully understand it. But this is an idea I've seen before. With this pawn structure. That's it's interesting. Suppose I'm not used to the bishop being on the square. So actually, I didn't consider that this pawn was even defended, which is a lapse from me. We're gonna just push a4 though. That seems pretty forced at this point. Okay. At this point, I'm not really scared of them castling the other direction. We'll see how they decide to play this. Okay. This is a move I would consider. I also wonder maybe about starting with this as an idea. In fact, I think I will go for it. Just seems nice to... I mean, granted, it's nice to not have to play this. I don't think it's weakening anything too notably. I don't know how they're going to get a knight to the square anytime soon. So, it should be fine. Am I going to deal with this? I guess so. I don't really want a rook on e1, because I'm going to be pushing the f-pawn, but... so it goes, I guess. I did allow for that, and I suppose that was a mistake of mine. I should have played this before. It was a move I had thought about, but I didn't really see a reason for it. But now it seems very clear that this might have been the move to allow for this and this, keeping the rook on the file, whereas now my rook is on the e-file, and it's like, why is my rook on the e-file? It's a great question. Can they ever apply pressure to this knight? At least can they do so immediately? This is an idea which certainly crosses my mind at least. If I am unable to move the knight, there might be issues. with this coming, so granted I don't really want to move. I really don't find it very pleasing to move here. That's just disgusting. Because there's no future on the diagonal. If I play this, they go here. I don't really want them taking is kind of the issue. Though if they do, maybe it's not end of the world. I think I will just develop my bishop as much as seems questionable. And maybe I'll play on the queen side, which seems unnatural to me, but it's probably not the end of the world. That doesn't seem very wise to me. I think I'm just gonna go here, like who cares? I don't think it's a very big deal. You can also maybe sort of prevent it. I might as well. I mean, I do have pieces kind of covering there. Yeah, I don't think it's too big of a deal. I'll go here, push. Granted, this is a bit weak, but I mean, I'll find a way. Maybe this square to guard the pawn after I push here. Break open the center and get something going from that. For them to prepare this move gives me time to do this, which means that they can't both win the knight and keep this around. What am I saying? Yeah, I don't think what I just said makes any sense. But yeah, my knight will be freed and they'll have to take, I guess, to keep the knight from doing things, which, you know, trades off the bishop, but like, I don't think that's the biggest point there. Here and here is still, I think, the plan. They could castle long. Yeah, whatever. I mean, is there a way to deal with this more elegantly? I would really love to play this, but it's probably not doable. It's like here, for example, they go here, then I take. And if they go here, it's probably fine, so yeah, this is probably the move. They've really extended a bit too much, I think. Although I won't say I'm not fearful of their attack. It is certainly not nothing. But this pawn can never even protect this pawn. So they do this, which looks like a blunder to me. I think they might have just missed this. Yeah, that doesn't look like a very good move. I assume I take with this knight, not the other knight. I also assume it doesn't matter one bit. Am I missing anything? Oh, there are two pieces there. Oh my god, I am missing. Yeah, that would be losing a piece. Okay. How is this square? What can attack this square? Nothing really. Only a bishop, and the bishop moving doesn't seem like the wisest use of time. And the knights can't really trade, so if they want to move the bishop they can, I guess, but I don't know, seems kinda odd to me. So, this seems good. Then I just need a breakthrough, and none of this is calculated, so we'll see, but so they should obviously just take this, I think. Then just try to come at me. so this allows that bishop move I was talking about. How would something like this perform? Well, it'd get rid of their bishop. That seems quite powerful. Here, and it does seem to me that they're forced to go here and get taken, which means I get rid of my knight issue. Granted, there's a lot of weaknesses around my king, but I think such will end up being life. I have to retreat this knight somehow. So I will simply play this, and maybe I'll graduate my pieces over to these files and just run my king to f7. All seems pretty intuitive. Yeah, I'm inclined to play this. So I gotta go here, get exchanged. Could also wait on the exchange, but... Whoa. Really? Did I miss something? I don't think so. I think my opponent's just full sending it, which, okay. I'll take it. They are not really threatening anything immediately, but things could get rolling. Seems like it'd be smart to trade the queens, although I don't really know how feasible that is, but it seems doable. Like if I go here, they take here. I do wonder how they are avoiding the queen trade, because you know, they go here, I go here, and they can retreat, but seems difficult, at least for them. I don't want them castling to attack me, but granted, if they ever put the rook on this file and the king here, it's fine. But I am concerned about long castles, and then this rook coming here, and then just tempoing my queen. So I have to think about that. I don't really believe in their attack, but I do believe in my ability to lose to it. It's just, is there anything? They're here. I mean, I can at least try to tempo it like this, maybe, but I don't really know how much that's accomplishing. Maybe I'm using too much time here, maybe I'm not really too sure. I can also try to break open them and just ignore the threats for now. Try to create my own, but I don't really know how I feel about that. I mean, it is certainly an idea. I can also push this, but you know, they'll move the king over, and it just seems very slow. It seems like they will maybe have something here. I can also protect the pawn, so that I can get rid of that knight if it wants to do this, which is an idea. I don't know if it's a good one. This can happen in some line maybe, but not really by force. This would be trapping my king in, sort of, but I don't know how I wouldn't be doing such a thing. This is going to be a very key move, I think. This is going to be taken like this. I think I'll just slide the rook over. It seems like the responsible decision. So I probably don't want to be getting any tempos off this queen. I probably just want to be doing something like that, because I do need to be blocking the advance. Maybe maybe I can try to win this like this. It's just something to consider. Yeah, I don't think I really get much of a choice here, do I? Does that give me anything? I don't think so. I would say it doesn't. If I go here and they take the pawn, this could be a move. I'm unsure. I probably isn't. But I am threatening to win the bishop with tempo. Threatening this too. If they were to castle, then what would happen? Probably nothing much. Yeah, I don't know what exactly I should be doing, but I do feel that this is a strong maneuver. I should note that there is a bishop defending this, and maybe that's a good reason to eliminate it, but again, I really want to stop this pawn from pushing up, and my way of doing that best is through the knight. So I think I'm unsure as to what to do, really. I guess I'll just go here. To go here, there is this, but is that good for me? It just doesn't really seem so. I have to choose a move, and I think it's gonna be this one. Granted, if I go here, they do have to move the queen, which could give me ideas of taking this, but the issue really is just this pawn rolling up the board. This should win the bishop, but... Oh, this is also a move. Yeah, let's not ignore that that's a move. Let's not get checkmated. Yeah. That would be very bad. So now if that knight is forced to move, it's losing. Unless I, like, move the rook up or over. But that seems like a difficult square to really contend. Or maybe not. Uh-huh. Yeah, I've lost this, haven't I? I can't go there. I mean, I could, but... The issue is, if I go here and they go here, I'm gonna have to find some, like, tactical sacrifice. Well, actually, they can't check me on the back rank, so I can just slide over. No, but where am I gonna go with the knight? I guess is a bigger issue. I don't have any squares for it. Do I? I'd have to sacrifice it. Well, if I go here... Wait. Here... They go here, I go here, and they would have to take like this, I take like this, and It's not nothing. It's definitely not good, or at least I don't think it is, but it's something. So I have to go here. They had the fork, right? Because if they... I need the square to slide over to, so I guess I will just do this and get forked. Maybe they have a different move, but I don't think so. Now, presumably they move the queen. Then I try to harass them with the knights. They don't really have a square that's knight-proof. Granted, I'm not sure any of these moves actually do anything. Okay, they choose this one, which may be fine. Oh, huh. I've lost. Ta-da! Yeah, I don't know what I would do. I can give this one a shot, but it doesn't look very promising. But what else could I even fathom of doing? I mean, there's this square too. Which is better? I don't think it really matters. I also have this check, if I think that does something, which kind of does. On second thought, this is probably optimal. If they ever push this with that, it just seems very strong. So here, of course, I'm going to save my knights, and he might do something like that, which maybe wins the game, so. But I can at least say I tried, I don't know. Yeah, that's maybe wasn't the best way of playing for me. Though here, my knights can't defend each other, which is the issue. I have no checks, right? There's gotta be at least a check, even if it doesn't work. No, is there really no checks? Yeah, because these are there. Okay. What is that? Huh. I don't know what the goal of that is. I feel like they could have just went here and that was winning. What is this doing? I don't know. Just going there, I guess. Doesn't seem like an issue to me. I mean, it does, but I don't think there's anything that's not an issue in this position. So. We're grading on a curve, I would say. I do think the other move was very cleanly winning, though. You're here, or what's going on? If I go here, they're threatening this, but I have this. So I will just go here, I believe. And we're not really holding on, but we're pretending to. Then maybe I do stuff like that, because this actually does guard that. Then maybe if I run this way, I can, I don't know, hope that I don't lose to the swarm of pawns. I don't really know. Is walking this way into this bad, maybe. That just seems to centralize a piece. I don't know if it does anything in particular. So my idea is maybe this, so I can then do this, because I don't want to run into this check and have to trade the queens. That seems like a no-no. So I will maybe start like this, and then run and try to trap the queen. Oh, they're trying to sack. That would make sense. Come on. Really? That's not sack. That would be kind of mean. I could go here too. They kind of get to move. Move to where? I don't know, but move, nonetheless. Though takes. Takes here. Knights gets a free move to do Lord knows what, but then I have like this, which isn't really useful, I don't think. Although actually, is every square covered? Every square might be covered. Here, here, here. I don't know. And then I think this covers every imaginable move. Here comes a check, here comes a check, here comes a check, here comes a check, here comes a check. So I think that works. We'll see. I don't know if it might. Just might. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is almost certainly still losing somehow. They can maybe even just slowly walk the king out, and it's like, eh. That seems slow. I don't see a refutation though. I don't know, I'll just go. Oh, now there's a check too, so... Actually, if they take this, I can't even take back. Wait, no, yeah, I can't. That would just win. So I'd run this way. And then they would just go down here and I would lose. So, as long as they play a even somewhat logical move, I think I'm gonna resign. But they don't even have to play a very good move for me to resign, I think. I mean, they could just play this. Everything's winning. Some things are more accurate than others. This is probably the best move. Because now this is a check. I feel like I really let this one go. Should have been a win. Because I feel like my opponent didn't do very well, but I let them have their fun. Okay. So moves are played. Why does this look weird? I don't know. It almost looks mirrored to me. I don't know why. But that's besides the point. They play this, which yeah, okay, Engine doesn't really like. I know it's not much of a move. What would it consider the most accurate response? C6. So there are ideas of that because of that, which, I mean, I don't really understand, but okay. And it makes sense that after this, maybe you'd want this, I assume. And then... Wait, it wants knight d4? That just seems like a random square, but you're trying to play c5. It's fair enough. I play chess, it's fine, whatever. This is considered okay, perhaps the best move. And so I was right in assessing that them taking is fine for me. And in fact, Engine says it's better. I'm just gonna, click through the best moves to see kind of how this would play out, to some degree. Okay, well. Anyways, this happens. I play this. I thought this was pretty important for stopping this move here. Knight cd4. Wait, what? Knight c to d4. Not d4. Oh, d7. Yes, okay. That is a legal move. So I don't really understand how I could allow this. Then what was even the point of playing the knight there in the first place? Seems like they are just breaking through. Yeah, I don't know if I could logically comprehend this. What's the point if I just allow them to do this? It seems so illogical. What is happening from this? Actually, they could go for this immediately, even. Clearly, I don't understand the pawn structure enough, because this doesn't really seem that bad to me. I don't get it. Okay, c6, sure. I don't know, even something like this. And then I guess that gets broken free, so that's okay. Ooh, I don't appreciate the up and down arrows on the keyboard. So it just seems kind of odd to me. I prevent that all, play chess. Okay, this is not what it wants. Usually really isn't something I play. It wants c6 even now. I'm just not educated enough on this pawn structure here, I think. This is probably the #1 thing I need to place more understanding on in the King's Indian. Because I just really don't like the backwards pawn. And I think it goes to show that I don't really know what I'm doing in it at all. So I play rook e1, which is a bad move. I should just allow them to make the trade and then play chess, probably. This is just so slow. And they go there, which, okay. could I please get rid of this? I really don't enjoy. Okay. Very good. So they want bishop d7, which is, I believe, what I played. H4. H5 seems fine. Queen c8 is another idea. Thought about queen c8. At this point, though, my queen b8 idea seems to be pretty strong. So I had to have messed it up from here. This is apparently a very bad move. And it does want bishop e3. But this still gives an advantage, and I found it difficult to play. I'm curious. Well, I would have taken this, I think. Maybe I would have seen that there's some in-between move or something, but I feel like taking that totally makes sense. King h7. It's a very scary move to play. Maybe I would have. It's possible. Well, I kind of have to, but I could also see myself not playing King h7. G takes f5. I probably would have played. There are threats at this though, for sure, and it wants me to launch here, which is an idea it's been showing, I think, at times. And it wants queen d8, which is a move I considered, but I didn't really see how this was useful. Immediately, I mean, I played it anyways, but it wants knight f6, which feels weird to me. I don't know how much there is I can really take out of this. Like, I really don't know, because it's a lot of work to really analyze it through, and a lot of this has to do with calculation. They are down a piece, but they're down a piece in the other line, so bishop g4. There is this. I didn't really ever consider the fact that the knight could combine with the bishop in that way. In fact, if I saw that, maybe I would have played differently. Well, wait, what is the position? Well, after this, yeah, and then forcing them to take, and then here, and then that. Yeah, I think maybe if I saw that, I would have played that. But instead I do this, trade. But apparently this isn't the best. And it wants me to just go for this. I don't know, it's weird because I have to play defense, but is offense the best way to go through? It's, I don't know, a whole mess. It's a lot to calculate. And it's just, yeah. I tried my best. Apparently it wasn't super duper losing though. Let me just look here. I had no opportunities, right? No. So let's just stick to here. Apparently I had a move that was maybe kind of holding. It was e4. Does that make any sense to me? Yes, because it allows me to play this, I guess. No, wait, isn't that checkmate? Oh, now I can play this. Whereas here, I played this, which is such a stupid move. I did this to give my king space, but I only need to give my king space if I can play this. Which I guess if you don't see this move, then yeah, okay. So, that idea makes sense to me. Seems my opponent's an advertisement. Which is interesting. Oh, I can't see their ratings because of this. Maybe I could figure out the way to see it. Like turn it off quickly. I don't know if clicking Z for Zen mode does it, because I don't show any player ratings on. Should I get another? You know what? I'm gonna play a Blitz game. I never play Blitz. Blitz, or I mean I played Blitz today. Didn't go very well. I just played Chess 960. It's ridiculous. I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's play a Blitz game. Let's play just one 3-0 game. E4 chess is happening. I wish I could hover the piece while also pre-moving, but that cancels. At least doesn't chess.com. What is this? I should know what's happening. I have no clue actually what's happening here. Wait, is this just the Scandi but bad? Wait, I actually don't know what's going on. Should I know what's going on? See, I hate Blitz. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Let's just go here. Makes sense to me. They go there. I don't think I really care. I would love to develop the bishop, but oh well. This is probably good. Stop their bishop. I'm way behind on time. Okay, I'm now up a pawn. And I guess at this point I will just try and fianchetto. Maybe they'll do the same. They do. Okay. It's just a fianchetto. I don't really know what's going on. That doesn't make 1 ounce of sense to me. I still have no clue what they are doing. Let's maybe just trade or develop this. Sure, why not? Okay. I don't really know what my bishop's doing here. Does this move make any sense? Not really. I might play it though. I should just play a move. But I would like some semblance of logic in my moves, but I don't know what to do at all. Okay. This seems good. That's a bad trade. No point in doing that. They should have just let the tension sit. I don't really have anything going. I should just make a move. Let's just move the queen here because it attacks a pawn. I surely have better. But actually I'm going to do this to stop them from pushing this. And then maybe I'll just move the rook out of the way preemptively. Well, but if they do this, they hang up. No, they don't hang a pawn. I think they might try to throw this in. Should I try to stop this? I don't know. So they just do that immediately, so let's just go here and maybe here, or I just trapped my bishop, didn't I? No, I didn't. Oh, yes I did. Oh my god, I did, and I made it worse, too. Is there any salvaging this? Not at all. Okay, we'll just checkmate them. With less time and no idea what's going on, but we'll figure it out. I wonder if I take the okay. Let's just pre-move. Oh, I just hung a rook, and they will see it. That's not good. And now they can just trade everything off, but they don't go for that. Instead go for this, which is maybe even worse, and I'll just resign. Yeah, that was not very good. What's going on? I don't know. I don't know if I need to know though. It's kind of a nice thing about chess. Let's just go here. What does it matter? Oh, this is at least an idea that hangs a pawn. But you know, an idea nonetheless. I don't care if they double the structure there. They're just gonna trade. They might even trade here. That's good for me, I would assume. They could castle long, I guess, but I don't think they will. Yeah, that's only good if they take, but usually people take and blitz, so I don't know. Should I push f4? No, I shouldn't. I'll go here. I don't know if that does, but I'm trying. Yeah, that's a bad move, I think. I don't see much of a reason to play it, because it just gives my queen a better square. Can we hang our rook? Maybe. Okay, they do that though, which is smart. If I were to do this, they were to do that. I'll just go here. Is this a ridiculous move that could lose me the game? Possibly, but I don't think so. Maybe I drop the bishop back to here. That seems questionable. I don't see a refutation though. We're just gonna drop this back, which maybe doesn't make sense with this getting played anyways, but I don't know, so it goes... How low am I on time? Pretty fucking low. Let's go here. I'm surprised he didn't go for the pawn or whatever. I'm gonna push this. See how that goes. I'm gonna just move this over. Push. Did I hang a piece? Sure as fucking hell seems like it. Or, okay, so they got the exchange. But maybe there's some compensation for this. I'm just so much slower too. It's not looking very good. I mean, this covers that. I don't have a clue really where I want to go. I'll just do this. I'll go here, because why not? I don't know how that's useful at all, and in fact, they can just take this pawn if they wish. And they do. I'll just go back. And how am I gonna make this work? I don't know. They probably will just double the rooks and you'll be kind of like game. They do this, which I don't know what that does. They hung the queen, which makes this more of a game now. They can't get behind me, so I'll just do this. Go here. Go here. Push. Takes. No. Okay, we did it. And I will end this.